Hey, what is up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we have with us the Samsung Note 10. A very awesome phone indeed. And we're going to go through a quick unboxing to see what the phone has to offer and all the good stuff. So without any further ado, let's get right into the unboxing. So we're going to take a look around the box first. There isn't really anything. Just some of the details at the back. So it has a full rectangular body and a 6.2 inch rounded corner, full HD display, AMOLED. It has two dual megapixel, 12 megapixel camera, one standard and one ultra wide, and selfie camera, it's 10 megapixel. Two selfie cameras, 10 megapixel each. I'm guessing for normal and a wide selfie, as well as your 256 storage memory, internal storage memory. Sorry, there is no SD cards expansion, I'm afraid. So that's hence why they give you 256 memory, 8 gigabytes of RAM, stereo speakers, obviously fast charge and wireless sort of capabilities, as well as your dust and water resist. So be very careful when managing this phone, because water resist is quite a tricky subject in terms of what you can protect. I'm guessing small light rain will be fine, but if you try to submerge it, then make sure you retrieve it as soon as possible. So let's give a quick unboxing of this. Alright, now then, for the grand prize itself, we are presented with the box, your SIM card tray, as well as your instruction manual will live inside here. So moving on to the next part, which is the phone. That is really nice. So this phone itself is a wrapped around edge. We'll get to that in just a second. So put that to the side here. So you have your USB-A charger. It's one of those travel ones, so you can plug it up and push it down to save some bit of space in your luggage. This is the charging cable. You have a USB-A to USB-C, so that will help you in terms of charging needs. Not to say that you can't use a USB-C charger and a USB-C end to charge the phone, because it's capable of doing that. And last but not least, we have AKG earbuds, which obviously takes it's a USB-C style, as you can see. Well, it's basically a USB-C, so no headphone jack, no headphone ports, I'm afraid. This is a bit of a shame. But moving on, let's have a look at the phone itself. This glorious phone. It is a 6.2 inch curved display. So what it means is here is sort of wrapped around the screen, so you get a little edge touch. And so going through the specifications, you have a 6.3 inch screen, so top to bottom. It is a full body screen. Obviously you have a little U sort of shaped here, well, that's for the camera cutout. And that camera there is obviously going to be stopping some of the images that will sit underneath when you go full screen, but I guess the sort of viewing angle would help. Sorry, not viewing angle. Because of the camera being there, obviously some of the pictures that's supposed to be showing up there isn't going to show up because of the camera, as there's no physical display. But it's such a small cutout, it probably, you'll probably get used to it quite quickly. It's a 1080p screen, so sorry, not 10. It's more than just a 1080p screen. It's a full HD screen, so you get that 1080p. You can go more than that 1080p sort of pixel, and it has an always-on display if people are interested in that. It basically just means that when you switch your phone or place your phone on the surface, the screen would still turn on, just to highlight some of the key things that you need, like time or any notifications that pop up. But it's not going to use the full part of the screen. It's just use a tiny bit of the screen to save energy. So that's the purpose of a always-on display. And so this phone has an Exynos processor, so it's a 8-core processor, more than enough for you to compute your normal needs. And it has a 256 gigabytes of internal storage memory, as I said earlier on, with 8 gigabytes of RAM paired along, so definitely more than enough to make use of your computer needs. And moving on to the right hand side, keep getting it wrong. You have nothing here, so clean, nothing. And on the left hand side you have your volume button and your power button, which is here. At the top you have your SIM card tray and some extra microphones to help reduce the noise. At the bottom you have your primary microphone, your USB Type-C, your speaker grill, and of course the infamous stylus pen that comes with the phone. And you have that little button to activate some sort of on-screen commands when you're using the phone. So you want to draw up any of the quick menus from the S Pen function. You can just press that button and it would show up for you to do quick notes and stuff. Moving on to the back, you have your triple camera setup right here, which is your and including your flash. The triple camera setup includes your wide, telephoto, and ultrawide. That's about it really for the main back camera. This color that we have is a black, so very clean looking, precise phone, like stealthy looking phone, so very impressive. But it's quite light, to be honest, especially for a phone like this. We can do some phone comparisons. I have with me here an iPhone 11 Pro, as well as Samsung's A70, which is a 6.7 inch screen phone that we have. And in the middle here we have obviously the Samsung Galaxy Note 10, which is a 6.2 inch display. And finally we have the iPhone, which is the smallest one. It's I believe it's a 5.8 inch screen. So we're just going to have a quick comparison of the three different types of phones. So first of all, the Note 10 sits in between the middle of this phone, because obviously this is a 6.2 inch display, and I believe this probably is a 5.8 inch screen. So in terms of the width of the phone, you can see here they're basically the same. No very much any difference, pretty much in line with each other. Obviously you can tell the extra screen size does matter up here. There's pretty much a whole notch filled of screen left. And in terms of thickness, the Note is thinner than the iPhone itself. It certainly is lighter than the iPhone 11 Pro. So, you know, if you're looking for a light phone that has a bit more screen and you don't mind using Android, obviously the Note 10 isn't a bad choice for you. The iPhone is more for, you know, if you enjoy the iPhone and you like a smaller form factor, then I guess that is the phone for you. There's a size comparison there between the Galaxy 10 and the iPhone 11 Pro. Moving on to the Galaxy A70. So this is a 6.1 inch screen. So I'm going to place them on top of each other. And as you can see, the tables have turned. The 6.7 inch screen is much larger, obviously. So some people enjoy it because obviously you get bigger content. Some people won't because it's going to be hard to fit in your pocket. But I'm sure there's one phone size out there that will suit anyone's needs. Moving on to the side comparisons, I would say the A70 wins by just a bit, so it's just a bit slimmer than the Note 10, solely because I believe the pen, the pen itself has it needs some sort of like gap, and because it's quite big itself to sort of be able to hold in your fingers, in your hand comfortably, it needs to have some sort of gap in there. So that's pretty much the reason for this, the main reason I could think of to justify the thickness of this phone. It's because you're housing another stylus pen in the phone itself. And obviously the A70 doesn't have a stylus pen, so it can go even thinner. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Not really. I mean, if you do enjoy writing on the go, then obviously this isn't as bad as you think it is. It's only just a tiny bit bigger. Like, if I place it like this, I think you probably get a better understanding of it. But yeah, it's only just a tiny bit bigger. Not by much. So that's really impressive from Samsung. So yeah, based on that, you know that is much thicker. Yeah, that's probably the best sort of indication. And the screen size, if you're into a bigger screen, obviously this will probably be the better one than this. You're just going to lose on the pen functionality really, but that's pretty much the sort of body ratio comparisons. Heaviness, I would say this is definitely lighter because obviously this uses plastic, so the material wise is obviously making it less heavy, but with Samsung they've still managed to be able to pack some of these metal components to help secure the body, the frame, but also make it really light. So I'm really impressed compared to the iPhone here, the iPhone 11 Pro here. The iPhone 11 Pro is more, it feels heavier than the Galaxy Note 10, and then you have to take into account, depending on what sort of case you get, it's going to add a bit more weight to it, so eventually it might feel a bit too heavy in the hands. Some people like it, some people don't. It's a personal preference. But yeah, that's the phone comparison between the Apple 11 Pro here and the Samsung A70. But yeah, this basically wraps up with the phone itself in terms of the unboxing experience. These are the accessories that you're going to get when you purchase a phone from us. If you do find any accessories that is missing, please reach out to us. We will send a replacement your way as soon as possible. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more of these kind of videos. If you have any comments regarding the functionality of the phone, please do not hesitate to drop a comment down below, and we will definitely get back to you with the we'll definitely get back to you in some sort of resolution to your question. If you have any queries, make sure to share this video to anyone who may be interested in purchasing a Note 10. And as always, make sure you're subscribed to our social medias to keep up to date with the latest videos. Links in the description to purchase this mobile from us. But as always, take care everyone, have a good day.